Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. The reason you see.
We're following a developing story here at Fox 26 Houston. Sources telling our Isaiah Carey that burglars broke into Slim Thug's apartment late Monday night on Texas Avenue in downtown Houston. Now, we're told the burglars forced their way into the unit and took jewelry and cash. It's unclear, though, how much was stolen. Houston police say security found a door that was forced open, but we don't know who made the initial call to police. No one was inside the unit at the time of the break-in.
Man, hey man, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, man. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, man. Hey, this just in, man. TMZ reports that Slim Thug's house, well, his apartment has been burglarized, man, and it's a trip because when you look at you know, the way things go, man, I've been to that apartment complex, and I've been to that. If it's the same one I'm thinking, I've been in there. I've actually filmed in there and did interviews in there, and that it's not easy to get in and out of there. So I don't know if somebody probably was watching him or somebody that lives there set it up, that's next door neighbor to him. So there are ways to do it, but you would have to have an insight to do it, and you gotta be let in, you gotta be let out. It's not an easy complex at all. So this threw me off when I seen this, but let's see what TMZ had to say. It says rapper Slim Thug's apartment in Houston has been burglarized with thieves swiping jewelry, cash, and more, TMZ has learned. A spokesman for the Houston Police Department tells TMZ Monday around 11 p.m. security at an apartment complex discovered the break-in. Cops say security spotted a door that had been forced open and multiple items from inside the apartment were taken, including jewelry, cash, and other valuables. We're told Slim Thug, whose legal name is Steven Jerome Thomas, wasn't at the apartment during the burglary. Houston police responded to the scene, took a report, and spoke to Slim Thug over the phone. No arrests have been made yet. The police say that an investigation is ongoing. So, wow, you know, wow. I like I said, man, sorry to hear that for Slim Thug, man. That's a guy that, I rock with Slim Thug. Met him on a few occasions. Don't really, I kind of know, because I'm kind of in the end zone. I know he's on some business, taking care of some business right now. I do know that, and for that to be going down like that, man, but you never know. People are watching all the time. Like I said, when you go into this place, there's security going in, there's security going out. You have to be let in, you have to be let out, unless you have a fund to get in and out. And it's crazy to me because, you know, it would have to be some insight, or somebody told somebody this is where it was at or something. But you see, it said they pried on the door and the door was forced open. So once you get in, I can say that once you get in, you can access something, you know, and if the alarm is not engaged, or if it is engaged, you got a few minutes to get in and get out and grab what you're going to grab. But it definitely can be done. I've definitely seen situations in situations like that has happened. So I could see it happening. Like I said, that's in Houston, but I could see it happening if you knew where he was at, if you lived in the building, if you knew on the inside. You can't trust nothing these days. You could maintenance, all those people. No matter how many background checks you do, you don't know who these people are linked to. You don't know what's going on with the situation. Anybody could do anything at any time. Any information could be spilled. Anybody could tell somebody, get a drop on the fact that, hey, this is where it's at, and he's not there, or he's, you know, or like me, you know, people watch, they see they know you pretty much of worth, so they try to figure out ways to do things to, try to figure out ways to come up. That's just the way it is. But I hate this for Slim Thug, because at the end of the day, this stuff is happening, and it's happening frequently, man. Like I said, I seen TMZ had said somebody, but it just threw me off because, like I said, he real laid back. He really ain't rocking with a whole bunch of people when it come down to, you know, when I seen him, he got his group that he deal with, and he keep it real tight, close knit. But like I said, it don't even have to be nobody that was inside of his crew. It could be somebody that just know the apartments and know that's where he lives, and pretty much watches people go in and out. Because I can't say when I was in those apartments, this high rise, I could tell you that people can see you going in and going out. And with somebody like Slim, or even me, when I have went over there, was recognized. Hey man, what's up, boss talk, man? We rock with you. We love what you're doing. Now in that same experience, they could be scoping out what I'm doing and where I'm going as well, just to backdoor me and come back. So this is something that, as a person that people take notice to, and him being a celebrity, this ain't something that I feel is abnormal. I think people are going to know you. I think people are going to have insight. Is it shabby people living around there? I can't say they looked shady or nothing, but I can say that it's a trip how people, they are looking to see if it's a come up, or if it could have been just an accidental hit. It could have been an accidental hit, because you get lucky. He might just been the victim of somebody bumped that door, and they hit 2 or 3 of them in there, but you didn't hear that on there. But just because it's Slim, you definitely gonna hear what's going down. But Slim definitely was pretty much hit up, because that's far as on the burglary. And just thank God that he wasn't there. You can replace items, but you can't replace a person. That's the whole game. So, man, hopefully he has insurance on his items that was taken. I'm pretty sure he does if he's a businessman, that I think he is, and I know he's a businessman. That's the one thing. You got to have your places of where you live and the items that you have insured, and you got to have a backup plan, because when you have worth, insurance paying. Let me say this first of all to y'all, and this go for all. It don't matter who you are, how high up or how low you think you are. Insurance is so important. It's way more important than anything else. If y'all ain't heard nothing else on this whole review, understand me that if you don't pay nothing else, pay your insurance, because you don't never know what's going to happen. You don't know when a rainy day is coming. And when it rains, you need to be prepared. You need to have an insurance umbrella. What I'm telling you is pay your insurance before you pay. It's very important. You got to eat your food and all that. I get it. But your insurance is so important, because if you own those items, you want to be reimbursed. That's your worth. You want to make sure that you keep all of that stuff to where it's pretty much covered. And then when you get and I talked about that a little bit yesterday with Boosie, in the car accident, because you can replace items, but you can't replace people. But I can tell you this, if you have insurance and you know that things can happen, you have to be very selective on what you say when you're trying to, get your claim reimbursed too. The forced entry will make it to where he'll be able to recoup. The fact that he wasn't even here or in town is going to help as well. They got cameras and everything on these places, so I'm pretty sure they got visual footage. I believe it might have been a year or so ago, I heard him say somebody broke into something down in the same garage area, and they had footage of those people. And I remember having a break-in at one of my businesses, and the biggest thing was I had my cameras and stuff. And the thing I told them when they came out there, it was some guys that didn't look like me. It wasn't even of our same ethnicity. But I told them, I said, hey man, I don't know those guys, and I need y'all to it's about to be Christmas. This was right before Christmas. I say, it's about to be Christmas, man, and I need to be reimbursed. All my money need to be back ASAP so I can try to flip and make some money for Christmas, and also supply my customers with what they needed. So, the flip is real. When you're hustling, you got to have your flip. So that was the thing for me. So they ended up getting me taken care of, but it wasn't easy. You had to watch what you say, be selective. They're looking to see if they can find ways not to pay you, even though when you're being victimized and you might be paying $2,000 a month on insurance. I paid $2,000 a month on insurance, being a businessman. Maybe paying $3,000. It's just you may be paying $10,000. It just really don't matter. That number can go up and scale no matter how much stuff you have, property you have, real estate, jewelry, houses, cars. This is the stuff you got to think about when you're dealing with business. Now, I done got over into something totally different, but I hate that Slim Thug had to go through this. I do know that he a business dude, so I'm pretty sure these things are insured. But at any rate, you can never replace sentimental value in certain things that you have. So, man, make sure you guys get in the comments. Let me know what you think about Slim Thug apartment being burglarized. And also, let me know how you liking the reviews, man. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.